Hello, my name is Maria Annan, and I am the co-advisor of the Community Service Club at Avenel Middle School. And it's with great pride today we have some officials here in our administration and our awesome Community Service Club members of 90 to present two items today. The first will be a check for $250 to the wonderful domestic violence response team, and the other will be over 100 items to Woodbridge Animal Shelter. This is the first year that our club is a part of Avenel Middle School, and I can't begin to tell you how proud I am. We've done so many things for the community, and more importantly, we came together as a team, and our students understand the importance of community service. It is with great pride I introduced our wonderful leader of our Community Service Club, Emily.
Good morning. I just would like to thank the mayor, Councilman Corey Spiller, and Matt from the Animal Shelter for all their support to our club, and especially Mrs. Annan for helping our club be what it is today. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Short, the principal.
Thank you very much. Just a lot of gratitude. This is the first year for our Community Service Club. It has been a tremendous success. Couldn't be a success without the hard work of the students, and obviously today is a celebration of that message of giving back to the community, which they've been doing from day one since they started. Mrs. Annan is an amazing advisor, does a great job with the students. So thank you to all the students. Great job on this. So proud of you. And you also know it's a special day here at Avenel Middle School when you have very, very important leaders in the community who show up and support our students. Councilman Spiller and the mayor of Woodbridge Township, John McCormick. They're tremendous supporters of this school. They're tremendous leaders, and we appreciate all the support they provide to clubs like this and endeavors like this. So at this time, I would like to introduce our mayor, Mr. John McCormick.
Thank you, Mr. Principal. Whenever I do a graduation speech, whether it's middle school or high school, what I tell the kids, the message is simple, that it's not just always about the grades, that people who are recruiting for college or recruiting for jobs want to see people who care as much about other people as they do about themselves. They want to look at an application, or they want to look at a resume for somebody who works at the animal shelter cleaning cages, somebody who goes to the local nursing home or hospital and passes out magazines, somebody who literally cares about people. You're going to be out there at some point, and you're going to be competing to get into college and competing for jobs, and people like me that review these applications want to see people like you who have done something like this. This is so very important to help round yourself out and not just be someone who sits in a classroom nonstop studying. And I don't want to say you shouldn't study, but you've got to be a more complete person. You've got to show that you care about people. Today you've done that. Let me tell you a little bit about the domestic violence response team. Unfortunately, this has to exist because there are cases where people abuse their spouses, physically, verbally, mentally. We have a team that is trained in how to counsel the victims. And every time there's a police call where someone's a victim of domestic violence, there is always somebody on call in 12-hour shifts. Somebody from midnight to noon knows they have to be home and available because they're on call in case there's an unfortunate domestic violence incident. That training costs money. All the different things they do in the course of the year to educate people with pamphlets and speeches and booklets and those kind of things, that all costs money. So they need to get donations like this to help them survive. And it's a vitally important program because when somebody is the victim, I wouldn't know how to talk to somebody. I don't know if anybody here would know how to talk to somebody who's the victim. But these women, mostly women, are trained in how to do it. And it's so important that when someone's a victim, they get that counseling right away. And they can only get that with financial resources like the check you provided today. So it's a really worthwhile cause. I hope you all feel very, very good about yourselves. And also, what can you say about the animal shelter? I mean, that goes without saying. There's so many dogs and cats there that need adoption, and they need to be taken care of while they're waiting to be adopted. So you've done just two very, very worthwhile causes for the town, and I applaud you for that, and I thank you for that. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Avenel's Councilman, 3rd Ward Councilman Corey Spiller.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. First of all, give yourselves a big hand. I've been fortunate enough to come to some of the community service events here. Miss Annan, you're doing an incredible job. Kids, you should be proud. I'm fortunate because 2 of my daughters are a part of this club, so on a daily, weekly basis, I get to hear the excitement in their voices of the projects that you're doing. So it's just remarkable. D.V.R.T and the Animal Group, the Animal Shelter, such important pieces in our township. What you're doing, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'd like to call Matt up to speak a little bit about the animal shelter.
Thank you. My name is Matt D'Amico. I'm one of the animal control officers at the Woodbridge Animal Control and the Animal Shelter and Pet Adoption Center. Here in Woodbridge, we have a lot of homeless animals, cats, dogs, rabbits, guinea pigs, you name it. And because of the work you guys did, you guys are making it a lot better for all these homeless animals. And, we need more people like you guys out there bringing donations and helping out in any way you can. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Okay, I'd like our outgoing president, Emily, come on up. And Lexi and Selma.